Okay, here's a PSC problem per ship's compass. The very first problem says determine the course to steer PSC per ship's compass from the entrance of Great Salt Pond, Block Island, to the entrance of Quachung Pond, which we plotted earlier. It's right there. Okay, so first step would be to determine the true course from the entrance of Great Salt Pond to the entrance of Quachung Pond. So we simply put our parallel rules between the 2 points, okay, and we walk that over to the nearest compass rose to the hash mark, which is very close, and we determine the true course in the direction that we're going. So we're going from Great Salt Pond to Quachung Pond, so we're going in that direction. So of course we're going to mark that side, the northerly side of the compass, in the direction that we're going. So again, we're going that way. Okay, so we determine that the course is the true course from Great Salt to Quachung is 324 degrees. Okay, so the next thing I would do is I would write TVMDC, transvestites marry drunk captains when you add whiskey. Okay, so again, we're going from true to compass. So when we're going from true to compass, I draw an arrow going down from true to compass. I remind myself that if we have a westerly error, we add it. If we have an easterly error, what do? We subtract. Okay, so we determined that the true course was 324 degrees. So that's my true heading, 324. Okay, the variation on this chart I can determine from the compass rose. Okay, the difference between the true and the magnetic is 15 degrees, and it's a westerly error. Okay, and I can also confirm that by looking here. It tells me that the variation is 15 degrees west. So I write that down, 15 west. Okay, what do I do if I have a westerly error? I add it. So I take that number there. Okay, I add those two numbers together, 324 and 15 gives me 339. Okay, then I determine what the deviation is for my vessel's magnetic heading of 339. So I've got 330 and I've got 0. Okay, 339 is sort of in between those. So I could truly use 1.5 or I could use 2 east, pretty close. Okay, I'll just go ahead, I'll round up. So I'm going to use 2 degrees east, 2 degrees east for my deviation. And what do I do with the easterly deviation? I subtract, and I simply complete the math. So my compass course, or PSC, per ship's compass, talking about the compass on my boat, should say 337 when I'm on a true course of 324 degrees. So to steer from Great Salt to Quachung Pond, looking at my compass, I've got to steer a heading of 337 degrees, PSC, per ship's compass.